The annual Western Automotive Journalist Media Days presents a chance for automotive journalists and manufacturers to come together to test some of the hottest new vehicles along the coast of the Pacific Ocean at Half Moon Bay, California. The 2022 event presented a wide range of more than 30 new vehicles to drive in 30-minute routes that gave riders a taste of the performance, comfort, and technology featured in today's top rides. This year, there were 6 fully electric vehicles in the lineup, so my wife Judy and I aimed our focus and our cameras on those models to get a feeling for the quickness, comfort, styling, and silence that electric vehicles offer drivers. We started with the flashiest EV in the lineup, the 2022 BMW i4 M50 sedan. With horsepower of up to 536 horsepower, range of 301 miles, 0 to 60 speed in 3.7 seconds, a charging time of 8.25 hours at 220 volts, and a starting price of $55,400. They say 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. Let's check it out. Okay, that is the fastest takeoff we've had yet today, baby.
Especially in
Woohoo!
a turn. Oh my gosh.
That's like you take a golf cart and you do it times 1,000 and you're with no sound but a lot of speed. Woohoo! It really gives you the feel that you can get around anything real quick. We've got a double yellow line, so it's not a passing lane. But if it were, I could do it real fast.
Hit the gas! Oh my god!
Only up to 93 that time. That is fast.
Look at it.
And quiet though.
Yeah. It's hard to hold the camera still looking at you. Doing that.
Hold on to your seat. Next up was the VW ID.4 Pro, an all-wheel drive version of the model that I drove a few months before in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where the car will be built. With horsepower of 201 to 295 horsepower, a range of up to 280 miles, 0 to 60 speed, 5.7 seconds, and a charging time of 7.5 hours at 220 volts, the starting price for the VW ID.4 Pro is $41,190. Okay, so this is the VW ID.4 Pro all-electric sedan. This is a step above the ID.4 that I drove in Tennessee last year, and it's all electric with, right now I've got 191 mile range, so over 200, I think it was 238 mile range total for the battery in the ID.4 Pro. And it's like all electric vehicles, smooth and quiet and fast, very quick. I'm enjoying the handling. I feel like it's really solid and low to the ground. I'm enjoying the quiet. It is so quiet. As a matter of fact, I think the wind noise is even less than what I experienced in the Toyota BZ4X that I just drove. It's quiet and it's got that real quick off the line power without the roar, just the power. Nice big display in the center here, but I also have a very clear display right in front of the driver that gives me the speed and the lane keeping assist that I currently have off. It gives me my range, 198 miles, but it's right there, very easy to see, right in the center of the steering wheel. Toyota and Subaru have joined forces to develop and produce similar electric models, built on the same platforms with the same battery power plants, yet slightly different exterior styling. I originally saw the Toyota BZ4X at its dramatic unveiling on the Pacific Coast near San Diego, but this was my first opportunity to drive the hatchback EV. The Subaru Solterra, which was introduced at the Los Angeles Auto Show in 2021, provided a similar ride as the BZ4X, with pickup that was quick and smooth, yet not quite as exhilarating as the other EVs we tested. The Toyota BZ4X has 201 to 214 horsepower, a range of up to 250 miles, 0 to 60 speed in 6.3 seconds, charging time of 10 hours at 240 volts, and a starting price of $42,000. The Subaru Solterra offers 215 horsepower, a range of up to 228 miles, 0 to 60 speed in 7.7 seconds, charging time of 12 hours at 220 volts, and a starting price of $44,995. But it was the layout of the driver's information dashboard in both the Toyota and Subaru models that bothered us most. The steering wheel seemed to block my view of the speedometer, forcing me to keep adjusting the wheel to give a better view of the digital gauges in front of the driver. This is the first drive of the Subaru EV. I drove the Toyota EV yesterday, and they're similar design. The one thing I didn't like in the Toyota and I don't care for in this Subaru is that I'm finding the steering wheel blocks the front screen, so my speedometer and the information that is up there, such as the navigation and climate control, I can't see it when I have the steering wheel in the place that I really want it. So I have to drop the steering wheel a little bit, maybe drop the seat a little bit, just to be able to see my speedometer. All electric means that you've got quiet running and you've got quick pickup. And believe me, once you've driven an EV, you know that acceleration is very fast. Slam your head back against the seat, and very capable of getting wherever you want to go. At every Western Automotive Journalist event, there typically is one vehicle that stands out above the rest in popularity among the attending journalists. And this year, that was the Lucid Air Dream Performance electric vehicle. This is a brand new model from a new company that is being designed and built at a factory in Arizona, and it is stunning not only in looks, but in performance. We got to spend some quality seat time with Lucid representative Justin Berkowitz, who gave us the lowdown on this high-end EV that has started deliveries in 2022. The Lucid Air Dream Performance Edition sports 1,111 horsepower, a range of up to 471 miles, 0 to 60 speed at a quick 2.6 seconds, and a charging time of 13 hours at 240 volts, but it can charge from 0 to 80% in 37 minutes at a DC fast charging station. Starting price for the Lucid Air Dream Performance Edition, $179,000.
So we have 3 driving modes in this car. We're in the middle of the 3. They get progressively more sporty. This is a Dream Performance, so it has up to 1,111 horsepower.
Is that, okay, only 1,100 horsepower? Look out!
And in this driving mode that we're in, we actually aren't even accessing that full 1,100.
Nope.
But still, you get a lot of juice.
That is serious power. We're going to have to test out the upper end.
So yeah, we're in the middle mode. Let's go to Sprint. Sprint is our most sporty oriented setting.
Sprint is a very good description of it.
This is the fastest charging EV on the market.
Really?
It is, yes. So that's partly because we have proprietary 900 plus volts electrical architecture. We have very special proprietary components on board for that charging. So we you can hit peak speeds of charging or power level of up to over 300 kilowatts, potentially even up to 350 kilowatts. But that's just peak speed. One way we like to look at it is to say you can add about 300 miles of range in about 20 minutes, maybe 21 minutes of charging.
And last but certainly not least was the Kia EV6, a futuristic-looking hatchback that moves quickly, drives smooth and quiet, and has a clean design inside and out. Performance details for the Kia EV6 include 320 horsepower, a range of up to 310 miles, 0 to 60 speed in 4.5 seconds, and a charging time of 18 minutes to go from 10 to 80% on a DC fast charger. Starting price for the Kia EV6 is $40,900. All right, finally our last electric vehicle of the event, and this is the Kia EV6 GT-Line. It's got rear-wheel drive and it's all electric. I can already see that the layout of the screens in front and all the driver controls much more accessible than I found in the Toyota or Subaru electric vehicles. This, I can see everything just fine, even when I adjust my steering wheel, no problem seeing it right through the center. At this point in time, we've got 227 miles of charging left on this vehicle. This, in fact, as somebody just told me, this is a future-proof electric vehicle because this is already set up for fast charging, which means it'll be ready for the future when everybody needs fast charging. First place goes to the Lucid Air Dream Performance Edition with beautiful styling inside and out, super fast acceleration and horsepower, and the quickest charging time of any EV on the market. It's expensive, yes, but future models will have lower prices. In second place was the BMW i40 M50 with exterior color and styling that is stunning, fast, comfortable, and quiet ride, and it drives like a BMW. What's not to like? In third place was the Kia EV6. It seems like a real good commuter car. It's well designed inside and out and has fast charging times at DC fast charging stations. Next up was the Volkswagen ID.4 Pro with its very clean and simple interior design, quick get up and go, and a fun shifter and floating driver's information screen. Fifth place was a tie between the Toyota BZ4X and the Subaru Solterra. Both are similar models under the same skin. The driver's dashboard is hidden behind the steering wheel, and it's got good but not great acceleration and battery range. All in all, we had a blast checking out these new electric models and are thrilled to see that so many manufacturers are getting on the EV bandwagon to produce all electric choices that are fun to drive, great for the environment, and don't burn a drop of gas. It's an automotive evolution. For Clean Fleet Report, I'm car guy Keith Turner.